EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
65, 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches. Throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. There's Goff. Out to the flat here for Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
58's the Mike. 58. Here we go.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
3 down. 2 first. 26 Mike. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
26 Mike.
From the gun, here's Goff. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 45 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Play action, now it's Lance. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Lance. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Check tight. Check tight.
Here's Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action, here's Lance. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jacob Harris, 29 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Goff on first down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hold on. Check. 58, it's Mike. Tackles.
Now gone. And he rifles one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Hey, kill.
Get nervous?
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the out. Motion. Pump.
Here's Goff. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
76, tell him. 76. 26, Mike. Watch the run.
Throwing again is Goff. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the screen. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you.
Goff now looking to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Lance's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Lance. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking deep downfield, and that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
58 for Mike, 58.
Goff on 3rd down. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Yeah, we're close. See me. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Cover it. We're good. We're good.
To throw is Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
58's the Mike. Cover. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get that.
Now Goff on first down. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make him punt it. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from, so field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
You got nothing. Hey, check Mike keep it up.
On first and 10, here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And to give this time to the tailback. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals! What a great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rolling to his right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, He may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Lance looking to throw it. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Check 50, check 50.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Lance looks to throw again. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Check. Crunch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Prater's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance, he's got Ayuk once again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Lance. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Lance again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Everyone's scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Bobby Brown on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. The first down carry here for Johnson.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runner. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Palmer to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a third down. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Cardinals, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.